is where my life as an article clerk began. This is the Bosman station where I landed by bus coming to do my articles. In fact, the Work-Readiness program in Silverton. My name is Vuyiswa Nyamakazi from Engcobo in the Eastern Cape. I now reside in Pretoria. I came up to Pretoria to Gauteng, looking for a job. And in job searching, I saw in one of the newspapers an advert for trainee accountants. After responding to a newspaper advert by Facet, I enrolled for a work readiness program funded by Facet with Guaranteed Trust in Silverton. This is where everything began. So I was accepted by Guaranteed Trust to do my short course with them in preparation to start with my articles. It lasted 4.5 months in the Pretoria Academy. It was actually a work readiness program they offer, which is funded by Facet, a SETA for finance. So I went on that program for 4.5 months, and then from there I proceeded to do my articles with an accounting firm, Brent Bother Accountants in Pretoria, where Guaranteed Trust placed me.
Vuvu was part of my group. I was her supervisor, and from the beginning you could see that she had a lot of leadership abilities and skills. Despite the fact that she's a very determined lady, she wants to help other people. She's not just thinking of herself. That's why she writes about her life story. That's why she wants everybody to be as successful as herself.
Hi everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you. How's it going? Do birds fly?
Tell them where you sat. Tell them where you sat. Tell them what this place looked like, because it's completely different.
I sat everywhere. Where was my table? Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yes. I sat there for my period of the work readiness program, and I went through what you're going through. It prepared me for my articles. I want to tell you, when you get to the actual field of accounting, it's very useful. You get to use your Excel, you know what you're doing. You get to do your bookkeeping, you know what you're doing, because you need to get the basics before you get to use Pastel. What helped is that I was very cooperative. I had a very positive attitude, determined to complete this program, determined to start with my articles, and now I've completed them. Now, the main thing I want to tell you is that it's not an easy road. It's not rosy, but with a good attitude, with determination to complete, you can make it. Some of the people I started with didn't get to where I got. There's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of temptations along the way. You're earning your article clerk salary, and then there's emails that are flowing, advertising positions with 15,000 a month, and you're thinking, yo. You know, it takes discipline to hang in there. Because I'm telling you, I would look at these adverts and then I see, you know, I actually qualify here. I could get this. But now it was all about getting what I planned to get or taking a shortcut. You know, and one thing that kept me grounded was that I kept telling myself, I could take this quick option and settle for less in life. Or I could hang in there, complete my articles, qualify, and set the tone in my life. So I chose to be the one who will set the tone. So just know, this is not a waste of time. After that, I was placed with Brent Bother Accountants in Centurion. And that's where the life of being an article clerk began. The company provided me with very good training, a very good work environment. But I also experienced a lot of challenges because of financial constraints. You know, the salaries for article clerks is not that much. So it was quite a challenge to have to make the ends meet. So much that I had to change my lifestyle. I had to move from a comfortable bachelor's flat that I stayed in town to a small room in one of the old buildings in town, where I had to share the bathroom facilities with the rest of the people who stayed on the floor. Not a nice experience, but it's something I was willing to do so that I can achieve my goal of becoming an accountant. After moving from my bachelor flat, I just into a small room. This is the block of flats where I stayed. This is the floor where I lived on. Come, let me show you the door. This is one of the ladies' toilets that we use. Everybody uses them. Everybody that lives on the floor has a key to this ladies' toilet. And then there were times when we would be without water. I used to get water from this pipe. This is the room where I stayed. I stayed in this room and I shared the bathroom facilities with everybody that stays on the floor. The journey was quite long, quite challenging. There were nights where one had to decide between buying a loaf of bread so that you have something to eat the night before, or having a taxi fare for the following day. Those were the choices I had to make. But I told myself I was going to try hard and get to the finishing point of the journey. This is where I landed the job as an article clerk from the 1st of June 2006. And I'm still with them. I completed my articles on the 31st of May this year. I wouldn't trade this place for anything because of the pleasant working environment. Because of my happiness, I've set myself goals and I plan to achieve my goals. So this is where I come to for work every day.
I think she's a go-getter. I think from where she came and the fact that she decided to do a whole career change and a U-turn in her career and went through hardship to achieve her goal puts her way up there for me.
My philosophy is that a road is never too long for a man who knows where he's going. So I kept focus on my goal, that is completing my articles and qualifying as an accountant, and I've endured all the difficulties along the way. I know that once you mention finance, it sounds big, but it's something that you can actually get into and make it work. So it's all about attitude. Have a positive attitude, give it your best shot, make sure that you achieve what you're determined to achieve in the field of finance. Realizing my dream keeps me going because I believe I'm a limit breaker. There were limits on the way and I fought to make it to where I am. So my dream is my reason to keep going in the field of accountancy.